Hello and welcome to another edition of UFO Video Addicts. Let me give you a quick preview of what I got coming up. This is another footage of some strange objects near the sun. I used this footage in the beginning of my video, and I think this is a different footage. I'm not positive about that though. This is a strange video here. I don't know what's going on, but according to the title, it says there's a spaceship battle going on. It's almost just over 9 minutes long. Again, I'm not too sure what's going on in this video. This is 8 UFOs spotted in Florida. Also have this, apparently it's a black cube shape object flying in the sky. This is a 25-minute video of just all these different UFO sightings, over the past century. So if you have time, you can watch that. But we'll just take a look at a couple of them. This is a video of a UFO on Mars. Also have this video of this guy talking about the possibility that Bigfoot is an alien. Yeah, this is a 44-minute long video. I haven't had a chance to watch the entire thing, but it's just this one guy here. I've seen this guy in other videos before too, and he seems to know what he's talking about. And then last, I have this tweet here that I came across, and then I looked into it a little more, and according to the scientists, it's not necessarily what people think. But, again, you can never, at this point, you can never believe any official story from any official agency. But anyways, let's take a look at this video here. Like I said, I used this video in my opening, and I don't think it's the same one. Because the one in my opening, it's just one sphere. And this one, you can see there are two spheres. And remember, Earth is probably just a little bit bigger than my cursor there. If we were next to the sun, Earth would cover the outside of my cursor. So whatever these things are, they are huge. They're planet size, like Neptune, Jupiter planet. Well, I don't know about, yeah, maybe Jupiter planet size. But look at this. Look at how it, something that's going on here. In this video, there's no audio at all. It's just music. But we take a look at this, there's something is here. There are two objects here. Now, I'm sure most people are aware that our eyes are only designed to see a very narrow band of the visible light spectrum. So, I don't think these are, you know what, I have no idea what filter is being used to see this, but I would imagine if other filters were applied, or we were looking at this from another filter, we would see something. We would most likely see something there. And is this another possibility that I've thought? Is this something from another dimension? And this is just the way we, because we exist in this dimension. This is how they look to us, or whatever this thing is. It looks to us from our dimension, from our perspective. But if you were in their dimension, would it look different? But there's definitely something here, and I can't. This is a 5-minute video. I can't play the whole thing, or they will hit me with a copyright violation. But essentially, that's this whole video. It's just going over, looking at how these two objects are drawing plasma from the sun. I've heard the analogy about taking a glass of water to a beach and, going into the ocean with a glass of water, scooping up some water in the glass, and then looking at the glass of salt water and concluding that since there are no fish in the glass of water, that there are no fish in the ocean. I think a lot of times that's how we humans tend to view our world. It's like if we don't see it, if it's something that we're not exposed to, or something that our minds can't grasp, then it can't be real. But I am learning that we occupy such a teeny tiny portion of this entire universe, and also in the amount of time that we have actually existed is so minuscule compared to the total amount of time that may have passed since we came into existence. And yeah, I think the possibilities are endless. These may be two giant ships that some species is able to control and position next to the sun in order to draw plasma from themselves. So, this would be like maybe a type 3 civilization, or type 4. No, I think it's a type 3 civilization where they're using, the energy from the sun in order to provide energy for their planet or their people. Anyways, I will leave a link in the description. You can check this out. Let me go to this next one. Yeah, this one here, I don't know what's going on. I think there's some kind of watermark on here. I see a little bit of shading in here, or a difference in the quality of the video. It kind of resembles the shape of this logo here, so I think that this guy may have put a watermark on this video. Yeah, but this is 9 minutes. Again, I don't know what is going on in this video. It claims to be a spaceship battle. And let me see, let me go later on, if you go in the begin, or later on, you hear some people talking.
Get an idea of how big that is, and it's moving across the screen. It's amazing. All right. Oh my God. See it flash right there? There it goes again, like they're shooting at each other in there, up there. Did you see that? Oh my God. Holy crap. What the heck?
Yeah, and I think this is a woman who's filming this off of her computer screen or television screen or something. I think she mentioned something about she watches a webcam, and this came up, and she's surprised that NASA hasn't done the blue screen, which again, and that also makes me wonder, because there's no way NASA would let this go, especially not this long. As soon as something strange came up on the screen, NASA would generally put up that blue screen of death. So I will leave a link to this video in the description, but I do not know what is going on with this video. I have not been able to figure it out. Anyways, let me go to this next video here. Yeah, this is just, I guess nowadays videos like this aren't really exciting. Yeah, and this was just posted 17 hours ago, from the making of this video at least. And like I said in my video yesterday, I said, these videos will never stop. I'm going to be able to most likely continue to make UFO videos every single day, because UFO sightings continue to happen every single day. And, I believe it's because we're not alone on the planet. All of these, or not all of them, but I think the majority of these crafts that we see are from advanced species that we share the planet with. And this wonderful footage was submitted by another graduate from the Film School of Vertical Cinematography. Again, these guys, they don't, you don't get any close-up of this. It just, it ends up going away, and then they try to chase it down, but they don't find it again. Anyways, let me go to this next video here. Yeah, this is a 25-minute video. I can't, play the whole thing, but it's just, it goes, it shows you photos and other videos of all the different UFOs that have been documented in the past. You see what that says right there? Remain classified for years, which means our government has been lying to us for years. All those interviews where a government official came out and denied that, people saw something. And now there's a whole bunch of people out there who are waiting for those exact liars to now come out and say, oh, UFOs are real. In 180 days, even though we've been lying to you, in 180 days, we're going to tell you the truth, so now you have to believe us. Anyways, let me go on to this next video here. Let's check this out. This is the surface of Mars. And again, this is NASA footage, so everyone at NASA has seen this. And yet, if you ask NASA whether UFOs exist, they're going to lie to you and say, we know nothing about that, or they'll just deny things like this are happening. And yet still people think that, and there's still people who look to the government to tell them the truth. This video here, 44 minutes long. I'm not too sure what this guy's name is, but I've seen him in other videos, and yeah, he just goes into very detailed research about how a lot of times UFOs were seen in relation with large hairy creatures. But yeah, again, I can't play this video. Let me just play a little bit of what he says here.
It can go even deeper than that. Here's a case which comes from respected and pioneering researcher Don Worley, who did a lot of research from the Midwest where he was stationed. Here's the cases that I'd like to cite here. Occurred in 1981 in Ohio, where a farm had this UFO hovering overhead, and it was followed by these Bigfoot sightings. And this Bigfoot was really harassing them. They were having a real hard time with it. It was leaving tracks all over the place. It was stealing their livestock, and in some cases just killing chickens and things like this. And that was concerning enough. But sometimes during these encounters, when the Bigfoot was outside the home howling, another strange effect happened. One of the younger members of the family, their son, fell into a trance, as if he was being possessed by Bigfoot, and was just running around growling and scared the living daylights out of the parents, as the father says, "You didn't see him that night. I did. He was going grr, grr. How would you like your son doing that?"
Well, yeah, that's all I want to play with this video. I have not listened to the whole thing, but what I have listened to is very, very compelling. So I will leave a link in the description. You can check it out. This last link I came across, or this last tweet that I came across, breaking report: the Juno spacecraft orbiting Jupiter has discovered an FM radio signal coming from the moon Ganymede. This is the first of its kind discovered. Now, I found this article here. Did NASA Juno detect an FM signal from one of Jupiter's moons? Scientists say electrons behind it, not ET. And, you know, nowadays, like I said before, we know NASA lies to us. So anything they say has to be questioned, or, yeah, they don't have any more credibility in my eyes. But let me go to the part where they talk about what it is. Juno was traveling across the polar region of Jupiter where magnetic field lines connect to Ganymede, and that's when it crossed the radio source, says ABC4. Scientists believe electrons likely caused the radio emissions that the spacecraft observed for just 5 seconds while it was flying by at 50 kilometers per second, or 1,111,847 miles per hour. Peter Wiggins, one of NASA's ambassadors to Utah, told ABC4 it's not ET, it's more of a natural function. But despite ruling out aliens, Wiggins says he does believe life is out there, but I'm still waiting for evidence to prove it. Yeah, again, this is one of these other guys. He says he's waiting for evidence to prove it, as if he is the arbiter of truth, even though there are literally hundreds of other people who have been presented with the evidence, who have seen it. Somehow anything they've seen or heard isn't relevant until he sees it. Yeah, to me, I think that's kind of that's scientific arrogance. But anyways, that is going to be it for this video. If you like things like this, please give this video a thumbs up. Please share this video. And if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. I'll have more things like this. Take care.